toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes it past the marker.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
The give to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Using his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Looking to throw it, Shapen. He's going up top. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here comes the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He'll try to tack on one more.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Shapen. That's caught. It's Thompson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Makes the catch, it's Williams. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll run for it. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Harbor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll immediately call timeout. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
To the air, it's Sellers. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head and can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's got it at the 20. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Ready to fire from the pistol. trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets it out fast. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. The short hands. It's Glover. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. Boy, the deep... really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. On the run, it's Daniels. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already... Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.